what you can keep, what you can leave to your children. Like, there's a verse in the Bible that says a good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children.
Preview. Preview.
Icicle.
Speaking of that, the information and everything that's out there, what is it exactly that you're doing to better your financial life? Like, what is it exactly?
So me personally, I help families build and save for themselves, build wealth and save for themselves by showing them how to acquire appreciating assets. For the simple fact that if you understand a lot of these asset classes that people are so focused on, whether it's real estate, stocks, bonds, commodities, 401ks, all of that is backed by liability paper. All that is backed by the markets, let's say, right? And when you understand the patterns that go on in the market, you can definitely position yourself to win. But you got to also understand that the market and the system is cyclical. So it's set on a boom and bust cycle. You know what I mean? That's what that's what the Federal Reserve is for, and the whole monetary structure, right? Okay. So granted, there's money to be made playing in the system, playing in the debt system, right? But you also understanding what that system is, you have to find a way to secure yourself outside of that system in the case or in the event of market collapse or crash or recession or depression. And so if all your assets are in paper or in the market, when the market crashes, so does your net worth. You know what I mean? So does your lifestyle. So does your financial security. Right? But when you have, a portion of your wealth stored outside of the market, stored in a decentralized fashion, stored in a way where you're in control and have full access to your assets, it offers the average person a sense of or a level of financial security that they're not going to find anywhere else. And, I definitely I don't want to say that, there's nothing wrong with real estate. There's nothing wrong with life insurance, stocks, bonds, all of that. Like,
I know a lot of those markets beef, like a lot of people that do real estate, they beef against stock people, right?
Yeah, because everybody wants people to be a part of what they're their situation, right? But I just want people to be financially secure. So my thing is, if you're making money, right, no matter how you're getting money, if you understand, wealthy people know that it's not about how much you make. It's more about what you can keep, what you can leave to your children. Like, there's a verse in the Bible that says a good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. So to understand, and even to go deeper than that, if you read the U.S. tax code, you get like incentivized to not leave things to your children, right? To leave it to your grandchildren. And I'm not a financial advisor, not a tax professional or nothing like that. I just read a lot.
About to get me started on my conspiracies.
I do math. Yeah, and all of that. And taxes are voluntary and all of that. Yeah. So go read it for yourself. But yeah, man. So like, my thing is, if you're making money, you should be saving money properly. You should be saving money in a form or fashion that will secure and allow your wealth to grow, right?
Do you currently invest in anything, and you don't have to say what, because I know that.
Oh yeah, I invest in cryptocurrency. Okay. I invest in real estate. I got a little money in the stock market.
I know people be like, "Oh, don't worry."
Nah. Like, multiple streams is cool. Like, put your tentacles out there, right? But understand that the point of multiple streams is financial security. We're always taught to not leave all your eggs in one basket. And most people, I said earlier that a lot of people are chasing money, but they don't understand what money is, right? Well, most people also don't understand that most of these asset classes that we're taught to focus on are all eggs of the same basket. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's cool to diversify.
I salute that.
Right? But really diversify, because this centralized banking system is all about debt. Yeah. It's about it operates off of debt.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
When you read like basic economics, to have debt is to have money.
Yeah.
So that is how they operate. But we as normal people,
I've even been informed that banks, their favorite customers are the one that is behind. Not the guy that's great and he pays his credit card off on time and all. The guy that's behind and has all this interest, that's their ideal customer.
Yeah, because that interest they can borrow from. You know, if you know that banks, like their number one asset, their number one income source is overdraft fees.
Oh, wow.
Side note, the United States government, their number one asset is student loan debt. You know what I mean? So when we're talking
that makes
about,
sense.
yeah, when we're talking about, and it's so crazy because we're all conditioned to and kind of push towards higher education, but like to be in debt. Like, why do we have to pay? Why do we got to be paying so much? I'm cool with paying somebody for their time, but why we got to be paying so much to be told what to read?
You know, another theory I have on that. I'm not completely anti-college, but I am like leaning a lot towards it because I noticed that now that, you know, with the cost of living being a little higher, there's a lot of jobs that pay out the gate close to what people go to school for. Mm-hmm. And like I knew a guy that he was making $15 an hour, and his mom went to school for X amount of years to make $15 an hour, except she pays all this other debts.
Yeah.
So that's crazy.
Yeah, man, it's just
it's a crazy thing. Tell me this, man. After acquiring the money, you know, like what's your goal to do with the, you know, in the long run? You know, besides, you know, leave to the kids, like what's your, like, are you giving in the future planning on giving back to anything, or once you're good?
Nah, I like helping people. I like building and developing people, helping people grow. You know what I mean? And to be quite honest, I haven't figured out like how I'm going to do it at the level I want to, because I see other people doing great things, but it's time to do more.
What's your thoughts on charities?
Oh, charities are great. They're great for business purposes, financially. Yeah. You know what I mean? As far as philanthropy and tax breaks and all of that. But just giving back, like my goal isn't to be like rich. I feel like riches, getting rich is about what you can do for you, what you can have, like possessory type situation, right? Mm-hmm. My goal is like wealth. It's time freedom and money freedom, so I can do what I want, because when you're wealthy, it's about what you can give. And that's one thing that wealthy people understand, which is, you know, tax breaks. That's why I said, you know, charities are great, but more than anything, like I want to be able to give more. And if I'm focused on, and I mean, I'm not anymore, but when people are focused on just trying to maintain, trying to, you know, keep a roof over their head, clothes on their back, food in the refrigerator, you're not really worried about what you can give to others. But when you can give more to others, you'll get more for yourself. Like, you know, it's about an exchange of energy and reciprocation. You know what I mean? So
I salute that. So tell me this. This is for everybody that's watching, you know, and that's tuning in. How can people get a hold of you if they want to know more? Somebody's watching and they're like, man, I want to know more. How can they find you? Social media or any websites or anything?
So I am on Facebook at Larry Wiggins Bay. That's WIGGINSBEY. Larry Wiggins Bay, Mr. Lawful Money. Instagram is Lex7Bay. My website is thelawfulmoney.info, because that's really my biggest focus right now, is helping people obtain lawful money. Helping people obtain money and, you know, by lawful means, but still, you know, being able to use their gifts and, you know, their talents, to really grow themselves. So the Lawful Money, Larry Wiggins Bay, on Instagram, Lex7Bay.
And we got it on the screen for y'all, so y'all,
yeah,
y'all know what to do.
Yeah, that's it, man. Y'all get with me. I keep having to like delete a whole bunch of people off Facebook, and that only lasts for a couple days. So shoot me a message on Facebook, get with me on Instagram, check out my website. Actually, if you go to my website and you register for a free affiliate account, you'll have my information. I'll have yours, and we'll always be able to keep in contact. You can reach out, ask questions, whatever. But yeah, fam, get with me. Let's build.
I'm loving it. Let's do it, y'all.